Have to apologize for the production issue. We had some technical issues with the stream, but it seems like we have solved the problem. I apologize for everybody waiting, and we're gonna continue this game, resuming the game. And I once again I'll have to apologize for everything. Hopefully, it wasn't a big issue. Well, I'm back. We are back, and the game is continuing. We can see Pickle taking C, but we got Chamber and Fade lurking up A and B with a deep flash. Mr. Noodle does get the kill on Sunny, but May does get that trade with Mr. Noodle dying. C is wide open, but attacking team Pickle doesn't know that C is open, going for the rotate, going to A. That's a smart play. I gotta give it to them. April on B main, playing the lurk. We got the Whiff team holding A main and C side, but B is wide open. But Pickle doesn't know that B is open. Whiff is having some difficulty trying to hold down the whole site because a man down. They have the Sentinel down. Mr. Noodle dying instantly was a big trouble for the Whiffing team. But no, May does get a second kill. Sends the Croton down to hell. Sends him down to his grave. Incredible. Gets the first kill on May, sending him down, getting the trade for his team, bringing it down to a 3v3. Frosty holding A main. What's going to happen in April? Does get killed by Incredible again. The Rays are just trading each other's shots. 2 kills for both Rays, Timo and Omen. In main, Frosty's holding by himself. Go for the TP, 30 seconds on the clock. Frosty holding main by himself with a Vandal in hand. 25 bullets, a big heart. Rays here with the support. We got Whiff entire team and Pickle entire team on a site, but we don't know what's going on here. It seems like they're going through B Link. Pickle pushing through B Link. The team Samir holding by himself does get the first kill on the Fade down to a 1v1 scenario on B. 2v1, but no, Critical is there for the trade once again, securing the round, tying them up on 2-2. It seems like Whiff are picking up and understanding how to defend the site. And we gotta give it to them. They're doing an amazing job. Mr. Noodle pushing up was a questionable idea, but I gotta say it did work. They did get the first kill, but maybe it's just showing some trouble for Mr. Noodle on C side. But we gotta give it to Pickle again. They do manage to get those kills when needed. On the save round, pushing up C main. We got Faithful. Samir misses the first 2 outlaw shots, does get a kill with the classic, pushing on site with Phoenix. So doesn't clear the smoke. Sunny's on C side, thinks the site is clear, but Mr. Noodle shifting out of the smoke from Waterfall. Here's the fifth, that's main. Does he get the first kill? No, he misses the shots. Mr. Noodle go for the repeat, does get Nathan, sends him down to a 3v4. Samir holding with the outlaw on Waterfall. 2. We got Croton with the outlaw. It seems like the Whiff team has a bunch of outlaws here. Going for the peak. The May Satchel made sends him away, but Croton does get a trade down to a 3v2 bomb down on site. Miss Frost getting blinded by the Phoenix down to a 1v3. Sunny on site with his Sheriff and does get a kill on Frost, but Samir sends him away, securing the 3rd round again for the defending team. It seems like Whiff are understanding how to not whiff and securing the rounds easily and simply. They're giving Pickle a bunch of troubles, but I feel like Pickle are just losing some of their communications between each other. They need to understand when to rotate, how to rotate, and when to push. Sunny did have a good ult entering C side, putting Vice in a difficult situation. And they always do seem to find the Vice and kill him. But it just seems like Whiff are just ahead with the retake. Round starting, pushing C side again, not giving up. Pushing Mr. Noodle down, holding a tight angle with the Vandal. Doesn't seem to land a shot. Pushing deep, going for the peak. April baiting out the wall. Vice is getting blinded and native down to 58 HP, getting pushed away. Can't do pretty much anything here. May taking sight with the Rays though. Clears the angle, C side given to Pickle just like that, like a perfect crisp. pushing up into CT, trying to take some space. Samir gets sent by May. May getting that double kill, but Sunny does get killed by Incredible, and Frosty does get April, bringing it down to a 3v3. Frosty pushing up Waterfall, thinks that they see the fade, does get a fade, but down to a 2v2. Frosty does get killed by the Nathan. It was an Omen there, right there clearing the play. Nath versus the rest. Nath versus 2. Bomb being sticked. Pros don't fake. Nate's going for the peak, but no. Incredible, I mean Incredible. He's just amazing. Just amazing. We can't say anything else. Bringing him up to 4-2. Piku are really struggling to hold down the site after planting. Even when they're trying to push site, they push C amazingly. I gotta give it to them. But they're losing the communication with each other. After the first 2 rounds, they got overconfident, and now it seems like it's biting them back on the tail. With pushing up A main together, playing the nade and the tackle together. Samir push it up, Rubble does get the first kill, bringing them down to a 2v4. May does get that amazing 3k, peeks the angle. Frosty here with the Phantom. May does get the 4k. Is he gonna go for the ace? Hopefully he does get the ace. Mr. Noodle 1v4. Phantom in hand, sees the Omen, but Omen doesn't seem to see Mr. Noodle. Phoenix on A heaven. Playing time, bomb being planted on A. May pushing up. Here's the shot, but doesn't know. Mr. Noodle goes for the Phoenix, peeks him. Jiggle peeks by the Phoenix. May is behind Mr. Noodle, going for the kill. Mr. Noodle does get killed by Sunny. May doesn't get the ace, but they do get the win, bringing them up to 4-3. It seems like Pickle are really locking in and understanding how to push a side, and I feel like a side is really theirs. Because Mr. Noodle does give him troubles on C side. It seems like they're not afraid of Mr. Noodle. Nor are they afraid of the whiff defending style. May is solidly holding down the match with 14 kills. Saturday's up close. Sees Samir. Does get the first kill on Samir, but Samir gets traded by the Fade. Proton gets a third. Oh my god, down to a 3v4. Pushing Crouton back to main. Sees April, doesn't seem to land a shot. Stuck in the corner. Crouton Sunny ults it into Link, but Frost sends him back. Crouton does get the first kill, bringing it down to a 3v3. 33 HP gets peaked by April, but it has the ability out. These Valorant timings are really a real thing. 2v3. April planting the bomb on a side. Frosty in main, shifting downstairs. But Mr. Noodle back on heaven. See, oh, he doesn't know Omen is in the smoke. He's gonna peek him. Nath with the timing does peek him. Does get Mr. Noodle down to a 1v3. Frosty on. I mean, he doesn't seem to land a shot on Sunny. Sunny sends him away, ties him up on 4-4. This is an amazing game we got here. May is incredible. I gotta give it to May is mommy. I don't want to say the name, but I have to say that name. 15 kills. First 8 rounds, takes those 15 kills. Takes those 15 kills like it's nothing. Don't hold back. Pushing onto C side. Hold on. Take it side. May with the entry again. Statue into side. Vice with the sheriff in hand. May is trying to catch him off guard. Only 21 HP. Pushes onto side. Clears the side instantly. Pushing back the whiff. Pushing back the whiff team. Whiff warriors. I apologize. Sunny does get a kill by April. Frost kills April and Sunny does get a trade for April. Finding for main. Old away, pushes onto side, going for the retake. Putting him in a tight scenario. Oh my god, Reigns does get 2 kills, but gets traded by May. 2v2, ult onto side, misses the ult. Down to a 1v2. May versus, oh my god, May. Samir does get killed by May, but Mr. Noodles on the toe, on the head, and kills May, securing the round, bringing him up to 5-4. with Warriors. They're just dominating the game here. With this save round, still managing to get their retake on scene. Mr. Nude is not afraid to show his authority. He's showing them that he owns Seaside. That Seaside is his indeed. And he's not giving up without a fight, winning the round for his team with Warriors, taking the ninth round, bringing them up to 5-4. Seems like Pickle's going back to the original roots, going 2 on Lurk. Phoenix flushes up, seeing Main, but getting pushed back by May's ult. I mean, and Critical gets killed. May does kill Samir as well. A site is opening up like a crystal on the ball. It's currently a 5v3. Mr. Noodle on C side. Frosty on B, but Sunny opens up side with the ult. Mr. Noodle getting stuck in the corner, does get a kill on Timu. Gets the first kill, going for the second kill, but doesn't even land a shot on May, but May destroys him with the Phantom in hand. Down to a 2v4. Frosty and Croton going for the retake. Croton is through CT, sees the Omen. No, he doesn't see the Omen. Omen's playing a tight angle here with the Phantom in hand, 16 bullets. Frosty stuck on Main, opens the door for C Main, pushes up, but Sunny does get a kill, bringing them down to a 1v4. But no! Oh my god! Oh my god! He nearly whiffed that shot. May nearly whiffed that shot, but they still won the round, tying them up to 5-5. With Warriors did have a good round previously on the 9th round, but they seem to lose their control on Seaside and losing their ability to retake Seaside, bringing them up to 5-5. Again, going with the Phoenix and Chamber Lurk on Seaside, and the rest on A main. Mr. Noodle again pressured back by the Chamber and the Phoenix. They keep fooling for this fake, but does get the first kill. Team sends Incredible down. We have Croton by himself on side with the shotty in hand, backside, but Nathan kills Frost instantly, taking the side, bring them down to a 3v5. May does get the third kill, sending Croton down. Does get another kill, kills Mr. Noodle. Samir on the flank with the classic in hand. Gets P by Sunny. One taps him straight away, bringing them up by 1 round. 6-5. Pickle taking the lead. It is currently the last round before they switch sides. I gotta say, I want to see how Whiff Warriors are gonna attack and take an approach attacking on Lotus against Pickle, because currently I feel like Pickle is having a solid half attacking, but Whiff Warriors are doing amazing. Gotta give it to them. They had amazing retakes and the ability to take ownership of their site again. Chamber and Phoenix with Omen this time pushing up. Is it 4 people on C? Chamber, Omen, Phoenix, and Raids. Pushing Mr. Noodle back to his corner. Sunny puts up the wall. Mr. Noodle, we have the ult by Frosty onto C, but cancels ult, holding down B side. We don't see them pushing onto C side currently, but we see Phoenix holding down C main by himself. Chambers going for the rotate. We do have Frosty colliding with May on B. We know they decide to take A. May is taking ownership of A main, pushing back. Croton does get killed by Samir, but Samir does get Nathan trades May. Oh my god. Vaughn missing those shots on Frost was a weird approach. I don't know how to explain it, but no, Mr. Noodle does get a kill on Sunny. 30 seconds on the clock. Pickle do need to plant the bomb. April does get another kill, tying them up on a 3v3, sending the O down. Here's the last round. Abilities are flying across the map. Mr. Noodle gets sent down by Nate. Down to a 1v2. What's gonna happen here? No! Timu with a solid 2 kills, sending Croton and the Rays down, taking the lead. Pickle once again winning the attacking round, and of course now we're gonna see them on defense. Hopefully they're as good as defending as attacking, with Warriors all taking a different approach from Pickle by pushing C main instantly all together as a unison, as a collective team. I gotta give it to them. Lemon. Race, she is moving like a demon in this match, securing all those kills. Beautiful one taps. But can she do it while defending? Let's see. We do have Sunny on team main with a flash in the hand, throws the flash behind, go for the second flash, pushes up team main, blinds it by the Omen, does get first kill. Sunny getting the kill, but Nathan does get killed by Mr. Noodle. Sunny does get a second kill, going for the flash, but doesn't seem to have the flash. Noodle does get 3 kills, sending Sunny, Chamber, and the Omen May down. But no, May does get a trade, killing Mr. Noodle, sending his wrath away, putting him back. Put him back with 2 men, 2v2. Carlton and Frost on side by himself. Throws the eye for the reveal. Shoots the eye. Getting Howlett. Maze pushing up with Carlton together. Gets full blinded by the Frost. Frosty does get a kill and team down to a 1v2. May versus the rest. Throws the fake statue, goes for the peek on Frosty, but doesn't even land a shot with the classic. Get him pushed, gets the first kill on Frosty. Is he gonna manage to get the second kill? Names Croton, gets the second kill, securing the clutch. May, what an amazing play. What an amazing play from May. But she gonna get the fuse. Let's see. Hopefully she does. She gets the defuse, putting them up by a solid 3 rounds. 0-4. 3 rounds lead. With Warriors are going to need to win this round, or it's going to be a 5. It's going to be a 9-5, putting them in a difficult scenario, making them going to have to win 4 rounds consecutively in a row. I gotta say, May, that clutch was amazing. I never seen something like that in my years of commentating. That nade was... Oof. B-God. Samir. Frosty, oh my god. April does get a kill on Samir, putting them away, but no, they're still pushing onto the side. Doesn't see that the Phoenix is there. Sunny does get a kill on the Frost goes for the trade down to a 1v3. Is Croton gonna get the clutch? He gets tight. Oh my god, May again with the Guardian in hand, killing Croton, putting them by a 4 lead. This is something like I never seen before. May is dominating this game, single-handedly carrying his team all the way into side by himself or herself. I apologize if I misgendered you. I'm sorry. With Warriors need to step up. I gotta tell them, like, they need to step up and win this round, or it's gonna be impossible to win. Pushing up C main. We do have Sunny behind the box with the Sheriff in hand. Is he gonna get a kill? Doesn't seem to shoot. Playing the trigger discipline, gets the first kill, gets the second kill, goes for the 2 kills, sending Mr. Noodle and Frosty down. But no, it doesn't matter, because their kills just get cancelled out as they just get 3 kills, tying them up, putting them up to 3v2. Croton, Samir, and Imcritical on site versus Finn and Lemon. Finn sends out his Howler, clearing the corner, knows that Raze is close, but Samir is holding that crossfire. Does get a kill on Tinu. And Croton does get a kill on Mace, winning their first round after 4 losses, bringing them up to 9-6. I was gonna say 6-9, with Forrest securing the first attack win. And hopefully, this is going to be a chain of events and they're just going to win and win and win. But who knows? They need this win. They need to win this game. Once again, they are going to be pushing Seaside. But I believe Chamber is going to be peeking out behind Mound with the head on the nowhere. The Vandal in hand doesn't seem to land the shot, gets sent back, putting him down into a difficult scenario. Omen and Chamber onto site. Samir pushes onto site, but gets blinded by Frosty. Nate, I mean, but Samir does get a kill. Doesn't matter about a blind, kills the Phoenix, so putting Sunny back. Samir and Frosty together, but April does manage to get the Croats on, putting him down, bringing him down to a 3v4. Onto side, May clears the corner, misses the ult, but doesn't seem to manage a shot. Sunny does get another kill, sending Incredible down. Samir on site by himself, holding C site, but no, they're not even planting C, they are planting B. What an amazing fake. Samir on site, doesn't even land a shot, but May is a 1v1 on C, but bomb is planted on B. April does get a kill on Samir, down to a 2v3 Noodle, and Frisk down to Noodle by himself, but does get killed by Sunny. What an amazing retake by the team, by Piku. They're showing dominance in this match. They're showing that skill, aim, and true communication matters to be the best team, putting them up by, again, 4 rounds. They did have a good entry. I don't know why Whiff Warriors didn't continue to take C-side. They had an amazing entry by Samir, killing the Omen on backside, killing Frost. I mean, May, killing May. Taking a timeout. I gotta say, Pecos are showing dominance in this match. But with Warriors, I'm not gonna let them go easily. Not gonna let them win easily. Noodles does have 16 kills, putting them on the leaderboard for the Whiff team. But no, Lemon May with 27. Listen to me again. 27 kills. 27 kills. I believe he's taking the timeout, but the timeout has ended. I don't know what plan they had in mind, but we're gonna see this in action live right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see Whiff Warriors win what is theirs. This is weird. Weird play by Fade being on the side by himself. Sunny pushing up with the blind, does get a first kill on Samir, trying to go for the second kill, but Sunny gets back with Nade. Nade throws the nade, pushing them into the corner. Sunny with the amazing push on B, securing the first kill, bringing them down to a 4v3, but I mean a 5v3. Sunny, you gotta give it to him. He did amazing there. Him and May pushing out B main, does get him, put him on Bob, but no, April does get a kill on Frosty, going down to a 2v3. These pushes are just dangerous, but it seems to be working for Pickle. Put him up by 2 people, bringing them to a 3v5. 5, ladies and gentlemen. 5 of them alive. It might be a flawless round, 50 seconds on the clock. Need to push aside, trying to plant the bomb. Mr. Noodle does send April back to his TP, dead. Frost, Sunny, and May going for the P on Doris. Sunny does get killed, and May bring him down to a 3v2. I don't know, these pushes are just too wild. They don't have any plan but just to wish their shots land. It was working in the beginning, but it seems like Whiff Warriors are really not whiffing this time and really showing how true aim carries the game. Taking for the retake, does accidentally blind his teammate, but doesn't matter. 2v3, Noodles on site by himself, but the rest of the team of the main. Noodle with 4 HP, going for the all bites, Ose on the side, but no, team sends Noodle back. Get a shift by Krill. Incredible, going for the spike. Nate does get sent raised down to a 1v2, sticking the bomb, does get the first kill on the raise. Mr. Noodle going for the 4K. Is he gonna land the 4K? No, but Timu wins the round. Is he gonna have time to defuse it? It is halved after all. Timu with an amazing play right there. Gotta give it to Mr. Nudie. He was getting the 4K. He could have got the ace. He could have got the ace. He killed many of the enemies, but put them ahead. Pickle by 5 rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. 5 rounds going to Pickles, putting them up by 11-6. Yes, you heard me right. 6. Pickles, the way they play, it's just so I just can't explain it. The style of playing and the way they understand when to rotate, how to push, how to not push is just amazing. Chamber ults it on C-main. Doesn't seem to land a shot, but Nathan is here with him. Samir is on the smoke. Smokes up close, dashes onto Sty, clearing off with the sheriff in hand, pushing the chamber and Nathan back into waterfall, but Sunny's on the rotate. We got double flank here, May and the Fate on the flank. Gonna jump the wall together. Sunny ults it out of CT. Does get a first kill. No, he doesn't even land a shot, but he lands a shot on Samir, bringing them down to a 4v5. Does get a second kill. Missing Ludo is showing up. He is bringing the fight to them. Does get killed by May. Unfortunately, May does get 2 kills. Timo does get Krelson down to a 1v4 and loses the round. May with an amazing 3K right there. Ladies and gentlemen, May is showing competitiveness. May is not going to let this go and wins the round for the team. Again, it's just double the whiff rounds. Like, ladies and gentlemen, they are on match point already. This round is flying past us like a plane in the sky. It's just amazing how Pickle are able to change and just like understand how Whiff Warrior plays. They clocked it the first 2 rounds, taking the first 2 pistol and the bonus round, and then they lose a couple to Whiff Warrior's amazing defense. But Whiff Warrior doesn't seem to show how they attack. They don't know how to attack on Lotus. Going up with the peak, and the operator goes with, oh my god, Samir was an amazing one tap, sending Chamber down. He is saying no to the operator. Samir dashes onto site with the raise, taking side together, planting the bomb on C's side. Main's going for the peak on the vice to give his team a line of shot. 1v1 on B. Maze is torturing, does get the kill with the Phantom. Are they gonna open the door on C? This 2C main. Nathan is fighting Samir, but Samir, oh my god, with the 3K main, with the 1v2, 1v2, oh my god, with the 3K, oh my god, oh my god. This is how you play Valorant, ladies and gentlemen. Pickle will show how to take a retake, and May shows how to 1v4. Amazing clutch with 35 kills. May, you're amazing. Congratulations for the first win of the tournament. 35 kills, going to Lemon, and 9 deaths. Noodle has 20 kills and 17 deaths. Noodle, you were doing amazing, but you just seem to like it just doesn't make sense. That 1v4 was amazing. I'm just flabbergasted, jaw smacked. I'm just drooling from those one times with the Phantom. Oh my god. Amazing 1v4 by Lemon right there. I just can't. It was amazing. You gotta give it to them. They all fought amazingly with each other. Noodle with the 20 kills, Krautzon with 11 kills, Zach with 20 kills, Lemon with 35 kills, Omen with 11 kills. It's just Samir with 11 kills, but his entries were on point. He was ready to die for his team. That was just amazing. To end the game with the clutch. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just like, wow. 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 One more time. Say it with me. Wow. That The first one tap. I thought he was gonna die, but no, he transfers his spray to the second, to the third, and ults it on the fourth person, showing that the raise diff is happening in this Lotus match. No, it is real. With Warriors loses the last round and Pickle wins, and they win the whole game. Ultimately, I have no other words. I'm just starstruck. But wow. It was an amazing game. With Warriors did show some defense. They showed how to defend correctly, but because of Lotus, the defense is really hard to to optimize. Like to, it's just such a attack side. But Pickle securing the first win for the day, showing that they are in this until the end. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see Pickle go into the finals, you got to stay tuned. Watch every single game in this tournament. See if they lose the next game or win. But with Warriors, no, they did lose the first round. I gotta say, but with Warriors, you did amazing. You died like Warriors. You died like Martins. You died with a dream, and that dream is visible to all of us. And it did touch our hearts. But Pickles did take that dream from you and stole it to them by winning the first round. Like, I gotta say, that was an amazing game. Hey there, everybody. We're back again with another match with Warriors versus Pharaoh Origins. They have selected a center, as you can see. They decided to take Fracture away, and that's a no-brainer. Who likes Fracture? No, come on. Fracture, Breeze, Split, Lotus, Pearl, Haven. All of these maps are eliminated, and we are going to be playing a center. This is going to be an underdog story. I got to give it to you guys. With Warriors did lose the last game, but are they going to lose this one again? They don't want to have two loss in their name, do they? They want to win, and this is going to be the true underdog story. No movie, no script. With Warriors versus Pharaoh Origins, straight up to skill and passion and commitment. We do have an amazing lineup here. We already met some of the With Warriors players previously from the last game. Mr. Noodle, Samir, Croton, Frosty, and many others. um, sorry, give me a sec. Seems like the game is going to begin. We do see KJ being locked by the Whiff Warriors, Waylay, Sova, and Noodles taking Omen. We seen Noodle previously play a Sentinel. He played Vice previously on Lotus against the Pickles. Waylay is an amazing pick. We all know Waylay is amazing. When Waylay first dropped out, I still remember the good old days when the glitch was happening. But now we have Waylay here. It reminds me of a good old friend of mine, Affinity. Husty taking Sova and Croton taking KJ. Pharaoh Origins haven't locked any ages in, but we can see that they do have two initiators, one duelist, and double smokes. Now changing in mind, it's going to be a sentinel and a single smoke. I'm guessing it's going to be Omen. They have Omen and Jet locked in with KO, Sova, and Vito. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correct. Vito. Vito. Veto. Pharaoh Origins taking Vito. I haven't seen Vito being played by anybody, and especially because this man, he did say previously that he is a Vito main, and we're going to see this in action. And I haven't seen a Vito main in my whole 5 or 4 years of playing Valorant. Incredible taking Phoenix with Warriors versus Feral Origins Ascent. This is going to be a great lineup for you guys. Grab your snacks and enjoy. Just get ready. I gotta say, Ascent is a fair map. Defending and attacking is equally balanced. This is one of the oldest map in Valorant, and of course, this is one of the first maps Valorant ever created. And I just gotta say that it just brings back the good old days. We do see that we have KG on B side playing a setup on lane, all that OG setup. It brings me back to the good old days. We do see the Whiff Warriors pushing up on B. I mean, I apologize. I mean, Feral Orange is pushing up on B. Whiff Warriors on defense. But the server drone has no information. Does get the dart down on the KJ on site with the classic. 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. They have time remaining. Go for the rotate. Phoenix is holding mid, waiting for that timing for the enemy to peek into his crossfire. Waylay shifting up mid. Door, see the kill. No, he doesn't seem to land the shot. Okay, he doesn't seem to kill, but Phoenix does go to peek. Getting the first kill of the game, first blood of the round. Bringing it down to a 4v5. With Warriors are taking a solid stance here. But Feral Origins are showing some dominance here as well. You see that double crossfire on tree. Oh my god, the critical showing the true aim, hitting them, getting the Omen down. Omen go for the white speed, does get another kill. Mr. Noodle, Mr. Noodle again. Oh my god, down to a 4v1. Silver's on site by himself with Vito. Does get a first kill on Husky. 2v2, Vito peeking, does get critical, doesn't seem to land the shots on Whaley, but Whaley does get the last 2 kill. Frosty with an amazing clutch right there, bringing Whiff Warriors to the first round. Last game, Whiff Warriors did win the first 2 rounds, but unfortunately, we saw the results, we saw it live, we saw it happen with our own 2 eyes. They did lose the game. But this is an underdog story. This is going to be the game where Whiff Warriors dominate. But, of course, they're playing Feral Origins. We're going to give it to them. Feral Origins are a really good team. They have a great communication skills. They have this compatibility with each other. Just this ability to navigate around the map in unison. The second round is about to begin. We have this deep server recon up close, but Mr. Noodle playing behind the corner, goes for the TP away, goes to get shock dart, trying to shock dart the traps and the server, playing the Vito, droning out onto site. Frosty, oh my god, Mr. Noodle does get 2, but KO does kill Mr. Noodle, but he does get a trade by the Croton. With Warriors winning up. They have 4 remaining players against Feral Origin with the Sova and Yeoman last alive, pushing down main. Sova's holding the close angle with the Marshall in hand, misses the first shot. Omen blinds him, pushing him back. This is playing time. There's only 50 seconds on the clock. They don't have any other options to commence into. But we see Phoenix holding this tight angle. Shifts back. Omen with that smoke. Rayleigh is waiting in tree for them to walk into his crossfire. Frosty with the Guardian in hand, 12 bullets, waiting for them to peek, does get the first kill on server, does get a second kill. Frosty once again with the 2 kills. Frosty is showing Frosty is waking up from the previous game. We can see he wants to win. We can see his passion for the drive to win this game. The competitiveness of this game is visible. And ladies and gentlemen, Whiff Warriors are once again two rounds ahead of a Feral Origin. Going to do the same thing that Pickle did last time and win the game no matter the score. Previously, Whiff Warriors lost 6-13 to Pickle. Seems like B is open, has the deep money, pushes them away. Go to blind, but seems to get blinded. Does get the first 2 kills. Frost dying, unfortunately, by the Vito, droning into sight, pushing into sight, and Criminal does get 2 kills, get a second, but doesn't even land the third one on KO. Go for the kill, but Mr. Noodle does get a kill right there to putting them up again. Down to a 2v2. Planted the bomb in default with Shock Dart in hand. Pushes the Shock Dart, hit Mr. Noodle straight to his chest. Doors are being destroyed. Vito is in main, leaving Silva vulnerable by himself on site, pushing up Omen Heaven, go for the peak, but it does get a Vito down to a 1v1. Silva shows a shot dot at the KJ, sees it. Silva is under Heaven, down to 35 HP, going for the clutch. 12 bullets, 21 bullets, 20 bullets in the round. The Big Heart could be playing time with the recon ability out and about, and he does lose to Croton with an amazing peek behind boxes, showing them again with Warriors want to win this game. They need to win this game. Bring them up by 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a different Whiff Warriors we see here. This is a different Frosty, a different Kretel. This is a different Husky. This is a whole different team. They're new men, they're new women, they're new people. They have awakened. They're not giving up no hope, and they're gonna win this game. And they're already ahead by 3, but Feral Origins, they're not giving up easily. No, they're not. They could have won the last round, but With Warriors, they just did something else. Playing a split A3 through mid. Omen, KO, and Vito taking mid, but Jed and Silver together on A main. But we got Incredible Phoenix on site. Gets recon by the Silver drone. Pushes off for his smoke. Does get a first kill on Vito. Going through the smoke. Playing time. He has the flash ability out. Frosty does get Jad. Going for the blind. Criminal does get another one. And then Missy Noodle does get the kill on Omen, bringing him down to a 4v1. Silver versus Frosty on main. Push it up together. Mr. Noodle does kill Silver, bringing them up by 4. Oh my god. Whiff Warriors, who are you? This is not the same Whiff Warriors we've seen previously against Pickle. This is a new Whiff Warriors. They are the true Warriors. I'm not gonna euphemize this, but they are they're showing what it means to be a Whiff Warrior. And Pharaoh Origins, they need to show up and actually show how to attack. We have the deep Silver recon onto B main right there. So Husty does have the Odin in hand. We know what that means. He's gonna be spraying and praying all night, pushing up B main. We got KJ on site by herself with Frosty. It was Husty in CT. Frosty helping the KJ and Silver TBs onto site. No, Frosty, I apologize. Omen. See with the Odin in hand. They're playing time. There's only 1 minute on the clock. Smoke state again. Playing the re-smoke. We see the Silver rotating with the bomb. KO is pushing through tree. Crossing into the Frosty and Incredible. The walkway. They're playing this amazing timing. Frosty. Peeking tree. Pushes up. Holds the angle. Here, I think he might have heard the footsteps. I'm not fully aware. But Frosty's holding with the Vandal. 25 bullets. 40 seconds on the clock. Are we going to see Frosty get another 2 kills in tree? Goes to the peak, sees the Omen, doesn't seem to land the shot, has the slow ability, throws the slow on the floor, slows. Gets smoked off by the Omen, 3v1 in tree, Whaley by himself. Frosty could be peeking out, sees the KO, does get killed by KO. Pharaoh Origin with the Sheriffs of the Demons, pushing with Warriors down. Husty does get a kill with the Odin, get a second kill on the Jed. Down to a 1v3. Shark with the Vandal in hand, 30 bullets, takes the loss, takes the defeat. But he still has the Vandal playing the save for the next round. You gotta give it to them. That was an amazing save. That was an amazing save for Pharaoh Origins. They did get a couple kills. They did manage to get the Vandal in the end, but they did lose a round. However, taking a timeout right here, they could be discussing how to attack and reapproach the game. Whiff Warriors are taking the lead by 5 rounds, and Pharaoh Origins are way behind by 0. It's just amazing to see how Whiff Warriors are learning from their mistakes and showing how they are Whiff Warriors. And they're going to show it in the game, as clearly we can see they are winning by 5 rounds. Looking at the scoreboard, we can see Incredible Phoenix with 8 kills, Mr. Noodle with 6 kills, Frosty with 5, Croton and Husty with 3 and 2. Going to the Pharaoh Origin side, we see Vito with 4 kills, Shark with 4 kills, Ivory with 2, Hike with 1, and the Jet with 0. Unfortunately, Jet didn't seem to line a shot. I haven't seen really much with the Jet, but he does seem to be getting killed quite a lot. Timeout has ended. It seems like Pharaoh Origins are going to be pushing onto A side. We see Hive pushing up A main with the Bulldog. Does get flashed by Incredible, but does get a trade. Again, Jed dies. No. Pushes onto side, closing up the doors. It's an amazing attack. Throws the Vito trap into heaven. bomb down on A side. A 4v4. Husty with the Odin in hand, plays the drone, trying to get a recon, trying to get information for his team, clears the under, sees that Vito is under with the Odin in hand. He's gonna spray through the wall. He does spray through the wall, he does get a kill on the Vito, bring him down, hike on site, doesn't get a kill on Mr. Noodle, but he does get killed by Frosty with an amazing dash with the shorty in hand. Husty does die, unfortunately, losing the Odin down to a 2v2 Shark with main. Hive playing the ult for the pulse plant, playing time. Bomb is taken away, it's about to explode. Jet. Oh my god, Hive does get another kill on Croton, winning. Are they gonna win the round? They won the first round. This might be a trigger of events. This might be, we might see it live, ladies and gentlemen. Pharaoh Origins, they won the first round. It might be the next round and another next round, and they're just gonna win consecutively, showing them they have a chance. Shark with 5 kills and then Critic with 9. Pharaoh Origins winning the first round to themselves, bringing them up to 5-1. With Warriors are ahead by 4 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. But there's still a chance. There is still a chance for Pharaoh Origins to show up. Go with the Odin peak. Doesn't seem to land a shot. Frosty couldn't read the peak, but no. He's helped by Phoenix. Does get a crit. Does get a kill with the Phoenix lineup. Puts up the wall. Playing time. KJ is on B. We have Frosty, Incredible, and Husty. Odin with the Odin in the main, holding main. Sees the Jet, does get a kill with the Odin. Husty does get the second kill of the first kill of the round, but does get traded away by the enemy KO. Carlton shifting back into B. Mr. Noodle holding middle. He flashes out, doesn't seem to land a shot, playing the time, but there's only 40 seconds on the clock. Time is ticking. Frosty with the Odin in hand in tree. There's only 4v3 with Warriors. Do have an extra person, but does it matter? We don't know. We just gotta see. We have Shark in main with Vito. A is open. It is wide open. 40 seconds on the clock. Needs to push onto the side. Smokes it off. Taking A side. Omen TP's backside. Oh my noodles. Going for the ult. But does get cancelled by the Sharks. Molly. Mr. Noodle does get a kill on the Vito. Bring them up. Down to a 2v3. What's gonna happen here? Higgs on side down to a 1v3 with the Odin in hand. 1 HP pushing on to get peeked by Frosty and gets shotted away on the heaven. Frosty with an amazing retake with Warriors showing true ability to defend A side and play the retake amazingly. Frosty with another kill in this round. We gotta give it to them. They had an amazing retake right there, but Pharaoh Origins, they were taking a bit too long to attack on A side, but they did commit to pushing onto A side, having the bombs planted, but wasn't able to play the post plan they needed to. Losing the round and then bring them back by 5 rounds with Warriors with 6 and Pharaoh Origins with 1 round. Frosty in tree with the shorty in hand, but it seems like Pharaoh Origins are pushing Noodles back through mid, but no, Husty does get a kill with this Sova. What an amazing Sova by Husty, playing the drone through mid. We got the entire Pharaoh Origin team in middle. Noodles gets full blinded, gets peeped by the Jet, but no, Jet doesn't see Noodle, but Noodle does get a kill on Jet. That's quite awkward from get a second kill. Noodles showing up, Critter going for the 3rd kill, does get the 3rd kill and gets a flawless round. Not a single of with Warriors dying. These are true Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. They are winning this round by 6. They're winning this game by 6 rounds. That's just amazing. We haven't seen this a single time. I'm just flabbergasted, jaw smacked. I can't speak anymore. Incredible with 12 kills, Noodles with 10, Frosty with 7, Husty with 5, and Croton with 3 kills. With 4 is us showing up and trying to show the true underdog story, playing the full blind on mid, sees it goes for the kill, does get 2 kills straight off the bat. Incredible with the best Phoenix Flash. We do have a Sovo recon getting information, sees that this Omen and KJ on site playing the shock dot, gets walled off by the Phoenix. Fair Origins are down by 2 people. Frosty holding mid, double doors with the operator, but doesn't seem anyone. But we can see that Fair Origins are rotating through spawn. If you look carefully, we can see Husty is in that corner, A main playing that rat corner, but it doesn't matter because a win is a win after all, ladies and gentlemen. There's no rats in this game. It's just straight victory. Husty holding main with the Odin in hand. The 100 bullets sees the Sova for the peak, was spraying down. Doesn't seem to land the first shot. Second shot dings to Sova, but Sova does get a trade, killing Husty down to a 2v4. We got Frost Hive pulling the recon, 37 HP, peeks it out smoke, but Frost says kill him with the operator in hand, down to a 1v4. Stuck in main with abilities in hand, 21 bullets, a big heart, and a big dream, holding a main by himself. Only 20 seconds on the clock, doesn't have time to rotate. See Frosty holding main with that operator. He does have to peek this any minute now. 60 seconds on the clock. Seems like he might be saving for the round, go for the peek, but Frosty denies the peek and sends him back. His card declined. He ain't buying anything from the shop, and the shop is closed. 8 wins. 8 wins from Whiff Warriors and Fair Origins. Only have 1. I was expecting something new. I was expecting Fair Origins to show up and show how to actually attack on the sand, but no, Whiff Warriors are again the best defenders. After all, they did show some defending skills on Lotus previously, and it's showing up right now. Go for the peek, gets full blind, and Critters with the Molly on main. Croton on side with the Phoenix. Jet doesn't have a dash, but Mr. Noodle does get a kill. Going for the flank, full blinds and gets peeked. Goes another kill. Mr. Noodle with the 2 kills, down to a 3v4. Going peek, Critter pushing him up main. Mr. Noodle with the flank with Frosty with the operator. Does get a 2nd kill and the 3rd kill with the 4 key. Is he gonna get the 5? He does get the ace. Mr. Noodles himself. Noodles, I'm not talking about pod noodles. I'm talking about straight noodles. The best kind of noodles. 15 kills. We can see Noodles with 15 kills. That was an amazing ace. Mr. Noodles. This is a true underdog story, ladies and gentlemen. Whiff Warriors did lose the last game. If you were here to attend and see the last game, Whiff Warriors lost by a wild amount, getting destroyed by Pickles. And Whiff Warriors are not going to let us slide, and they're going to win against Fair Origins. We're going to have to see Hussy Odin on main with the operator. They gets 2 kills with the Odin, but gets peeked by Jet. I love Latinas on top. I mean, Momox too. I'm not sure how to say his name. I apologize. 4 of the Whiff Warriors remain, and 3 of the Fair Origins remain. Hanks holding mid with the Guardian. We can see Frost with the operator holding tree. He expects someone to peek that any minute now. Frost goes for the first shot. Doesn't seem to land a shot. Critter does get a kill on the flank. Gets full blinded by the Omen in tree. Shark with the Odin in hand. Is he going to kill Critter? Does get a kill on, and Critter is bringing it down to a 3v2. Hinks and Shark last alive. Hinks is pushing up mid through doors. What's going to happen with the knife out? I don't want to see him with the knife out. He has a Guardian out. Doesn't see, Croton doesn't see that Hanks is behind him, smokes him off, pushes Croton onto site, but no, Frost is right behind him. Hike, he gotta watch out. He's gonna walk directly into Hike, line of sight, but no, Frost sends it back. Shark takes the opportunity to plant a bomb on A side. Hikes is holding through CT, does get a kill on Croton, taking the 2nd kill, bringing it down to a 2v2. Walking into the Frost line of sight, get operated by Frost, down to a 1v2. Shark versus Frosty and Noodles. Holding with the Odin on the heaven. Frost doesn't know where exactly New Shark is. Here's the footsteps. No, no, no! What a shot by Frost with the no scope on the heaven. Oh my god! Frost with an amazing shot, sending Shark back. 10 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. 10 rounds with Warriors. 10 rounds and 9 rounds ahead of Pharaoh Origins. Pharaoh Origins really need to show up for the rounds they lost. I'm just amazed by the true underdog story that is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. We can see with Warriors are devastated from the previous loss and is showing up for the loss. And they don't want to let the community down. They want to win this game as true warriors. Frost peeking up mid with the operator in hand. We can see Pharaoh Origin up, pushing up A main slowly and steadily shifting up. And Critic holding with the Vandal in hand. Plays the ult, puts down the Silver Recon. They do cancel out the abilities. We see Jet is on top of the box right now, planning on site. Just bomb being planted on a 5v5. Spike planted on a site. Shark is heaven, playing with the Jet on top of the box. KJ does put the Noodles gets killed by the Shark, but he gets traded off by Husty. Incredible with amazing. Oh, does get 2 kills. Go for the third one, pushing into the feet. Oh my god, he cancels Omen ult by with the shotty down to a 1v4 Silver versus the rest. Hive, well, he does get blinded by Critic, and it's clear as day, ladies and gentlemen. It's clear as day. In Critic, 19 kills, 5 deaths. Shark with 9 kills and 10 deaths. Pharaoh Origins need to really step it up. They need to step it up. With Warriors are ahead by 10 wins, 10 rounds. This is going to be a clean slate, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a wipe. This is going to be a stroll down the Hyde Park. This is going to be a stroll down the park. They can grab a snack on the way to the bus stop if they really needed to. Because this, I'm just like, I have no words. Noodles previously was top fragging, but no, in Critics is top fragging with 19 kills, showing up for the loss. Round begins. Phoenix flashes off main. The round, they did swap sides. Hikes on side by himself with the ghost, going for the kill, and Critic does get the first kill, going for the Whaley, but doesn't even land a shot. Hikes does get a trade. Husty dies to the veto. Yuck, yeah. Hiva in tree with a shocked up, putting Croton in the corner. Does get a kill on the Croton. No, he doesn't get a kill with the shocked up. Goes to the peak, gets the headshot. Mr. Noodle does kill the Jet. Frosty on site gets pressured and they lose the round. Pharaoh Origin taking the first round in defense. This is amazing to see. Pharaoh Origin are gonna win a second round after all those losses straight in a row. With Warriors do see a bit of competition happening right now. Pharaoh Origins are stepping up their game. They're stepping up their A game. They were playing the V game before. They were playing their C team. They weren't playing not to the top notch. I gotta tell them that. But Pharaoh Origins are really locking in right now. We can see Noodles with 16 kills, steady 16. Shark does have 10. After that round, that was an amazing round from Shark. You gotta give it to him. Gotta hand it to him on the silver plate. They were just walking into his crossfire, and he just shot and shot. Peeking up mid. Main, A main, B main, I apologize. Go for the kill. Does get a one-tap with the ADS, sending Frosty back to the next round. Oh my god, that was an amazing shot. Noodles in B main with the Sheriff in hand. He really needs to push, trying to get some information. There's only 1 minute on the clock. Noodles smokes off A main. Playing time, 1 minute. Time is taken away. They need to plan the spike, A or B. Hive up holding tree, sees this over, doesn't seem to land a shot against Husty. Hike on site, incredible on site with the classic. Sees Hike. Oh my god, what a flick by Hike! It seems like they're rotating to B side. Noodles and Croton on B, pushing up to Jet, does get a second kill, Mr. Noodles dashing in, go for the third kill, doesn't seem to land the 3k. 7 bullets, 47 HP. He's low. Carlton just can right click him once, but no! He sends him away with a beautiful one tap. Those shots were clean. Clean. Ladies and gentlemen, we can see that slowly but steadily, they are going to win this game. They're winning 2 rounds in a row when a map on the defense. I feel like Feral Origins didn't have a good attacking start, but attacking might not be theirs. The defensive side, it might be a defensive team. And with Warriors, we've seen previously, they're not the best at attacking. They did lose a bunch of rounds on the previous match in Lotus. However, with the deep, Silver Recon does get the information on A main, knows that with Warriors are on A. Frost shifting up. Goes for the jump, he gets information, knowing his A main. Hosty peeks it out, does get a kill on the Veto. Hosty pushing up B main, Croton and Incredible helping. Pushing onto B side, takes the orb, might have a chance to push onto side, but no, he gets cancelled. Croton gets killed by the Jet from Feral Origins. Does get a second kill, Mr. Noodles. Does get sent away, Noodles. What is going on? Frosty's on site. Does get killed by these. Oh my god, these shots are amazing. A 2v2. It's a 2v4. I apologize. A 2v4. Hosty on site. 10 HP. Does get killed. Down to a 1v4. But amazingly, Hiva does clear this site by himself. Single-handedly. Him and the Jet together. Retake B. Amazing shot by Hiva right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Feral did win 3 rounds in a row, and they have a chance to win the game. It's currently 11-4. And that was just amazing. We can see that Shark is really showing how to use his KO abilities, and he's getting those information for his team, but paired with the Silver Recon, with the deep Silver Recon and A main, catching off the Whiff Wars off guard, getting those information on A main was an incredible play by Hiva right there. And then don't get me started on the retake when he gets a 3k with 3 clean shots straight to the head. Wow, an amazing play right there from Feral Origins. They take a timeout. Could be conversating how to attack, because we saw previously with Warriors, they're not the best at attacking. I have to say the truth, and truth, nothing but the truth. They can attack, but defense, wow, 11 rounds straight like that off the bat. They just need 2 more rounds, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more rounds just to win. It's on the silver platter. They just need to grab it. They just need to grab it. Round is about to begin. We can see that Whiff Warriors are gonna be forcing here, and Feral Origins are. This is rich. Jeff Bezos gave them a donation. They have the Phantom in hand. Shark is on B this time, pushing up mid. Whiff Warriors are just gonna run it down mid. Deep smoke. Mr. Noodles smokes him off. CT does get naded by Shark, slowing that push down. The ult on mid. But no, Mr. Noodles up behind, waiting for Hiva to peek. But Hiva does get Noodles, sends him back down to a 3v4, pushing up, and they just keep dying, and Critic dying to the kill right there. But Croton does get a trade. 961 HP with the Stinger in hand. Hiver with the amazing shock darts does get a kill, but no, Carlton canceled his kill with a Stinger. He just needs a Stinger, 11 bullets, and loses with amazing 3k by Yaka right there. Yaka, you're amazing. Oh my god, the defense from Feral Origins, they're just showing up for their losses. They're not gonna give up instantly. They're not gonna give up at any moment. They want to win this no matter what. Feral Origins are really stepping up, but we can see that Whiff Warriors are gonna buy this round. There's gonna be add some troubles to Feral Origins, but Mayo right there, the Jet Mayo, you heard me right. He has an operator in hand, holding up, B main. And yes, Whiff Warriors are pushing up B. Does get a first kill. No, Green Zone with an amazing one tap straight off the bat. We got Shark here with a nade, pushing up, but Phoenix is gonna push up through doors, flashes out, but he misses. But he wasn't his own. He doesn't die, doesn't lose any of the enemies. The team, I apologize. There's only 5 of the Whiff Warriors alive, and I'm saying only like that's a bad thing. There's 5 of them alive against 4. We can see Noodles still main. However, with the silver drone pushing up, sees the KJ turrets, but Mr. Noodles does get spotted, binds him out. Down to a 4v3. However, gets full blinded by the in main, but does get a kill again. Down to a 1v3. Shark versus Noodles and Critic and Croton. Bomb is taken away at any moment. 70 HP, set 15 bullets. A big on a big dream. Gets full blinded by Incritic. Is he gonna get another blind? No, Incritic just peeks it straight up the bat and one taps him. 12 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to match point. They are currently 7 rounds ahead, 7 wins ahead. Pharaoh Origins cannot lose the next round. If they lose, they are out. They are done. They lose. And Whiff Warriors are paying up for their loss. They don't want to lose another one, do they? We can clearly see they're winning and they are determined to win this game. Pushing on to A. We have a change of playstyle right here. Credit takes off the orb, pushing up A main. We see that Mr. Noodle smokes off deep. Yaka with the veto ability, trying to cancel out Frosty. Does get amazing one tap, but yet it does get the trade on Croton, killing Croton. Frosty's under heaven, can spray on the heaven, but doesn't know where the enemies are right on top of him. Gets Sova ulted, however, does get a kill on Frosty, but Mr. Noodles does get another trade. But Mr. Noodles gets killed straight off the bat by Mayo. The Jet does kill Hiver. Incredible. Going for the blind. Does he blind Vito? He does. Oh my god. Whiff Warriors with the win. Incredible with the last 2 kills. That was an amazing game, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing game. This is a true underdog story. Whiff Warriors, they lost the first game, but they won the second game, showing that they are not going to give up at any moment now, but they are going to win. And Critic with 24 kills, Noodles with 18. We got Hosty with 12, and Croton with 8, and Frosty with 12. Going to the Pharaoh Origin side, we can see Yako with 12 kills, Shark with 12 kills, Hiver with 11 kills, Mayo with 7, and Hike with 5. The Pharaoh Origins did not have the best start, and they didn't win, unfortunately. But we gotta give it to them, ladies and gentlemen. We have to give it a round of applause to Whiff Warriors. They won against Pharaoh Origin. They lost the first game, and it was a brutal lose. It was a brutal loss. In Pharaoh Origins, they tried the hardest against Whiff Warriors, but Whiff Warriors already been through a lot, and they win the game. There's no way to put it. That was an amazing game, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. 24 kills. Amazing Phoenix plays with the lineup. We gotta give it to him. He did get a kill with that lineup, and that lineup was amazing. That was a TikTok lineup. I remember using that. And I have no other words, but well done. An amazing game right there. Whiff Warriors winning the game. And Pharaoh Origins, unfortunately, losing.